Hi crafters, Amy here with amyswares, and today I'm going to play with my gel press and some new stencils. I have the brand new Curvy Path, the Tri-Dot, as well as the Groovy Flower Solid, which goes with this previous release of Groovy Flower here that I have, which is the outline version. So I'm going to play with these and some Distress Oxide colors, as well as my gel press. Now I recently acquired a 6-inch brayer, which I felt was going to be a bit of a game changer for me. So I'm a little timid when it comes to gel press. I haven't ever really even tried them with acrylic paint. I feel like it's too messy and I'm too impatient. So I've kind of always played with my inks with them. Now I have some 80-pound Neenah Classic Crest Solar White. I have my 5x7 gel plate, and here is a photo of a couple finished cards that I'm going to pull together. But stick around, I'm going to show you various different pulls and different colors of gel press sheets that I'm going to be able to pull from this. So you can see that brayer is nice and long. It covers almost the whole 5x7. And I'm going to start with these few Distress Oxide colors. I just kind of wanted to have a play and get these oxides out. I recently got all the re-inkers for them, and I feel like I need to just play with them more. But the benefit of this long brayer is I feel like I don't need to blend them more together than I would need to if I had a smaller brayer. So I'm just doing this first pull just to get this preliminary color down, and I might do that again, or I might just start playing with the stencils. So you'll see as I go, I'm just kind of winging it and playing and seeing, what I can get. And oftentimes I'll end up using that scratch piece that I have off to the left as well, which you'll see I did actually use on one of the cards today. So I tend to like how that one looks, and they often end up some of my favorites. So I'm starting off with this Tri-Dot stencil. These are all part of the March release at A Colorful Life Designs. Be sure to use my coupon AMYFAN10 if you shop and save 10% on your complete order. Now there is new card bling in the shop as well. So 12 new colors that hit the shop. So be sure to check that out. I'll have everything linked below. But you can see I used the stencil and I picked up some color through the stencil. Then I removed the stencil and then picked up the reverse of that on this second print. So I have these two gorgeous prints, and I could easily get 2 card panels out of both of those because they're half sheets of the cardstock. So I'm just kind of wiping off my brayer because I know that I want to move to the next set of colors. And I have Seedless Preserve, which is probably my favorite color. I think I have Shaded Lilac, and I don't remember what that third color is, maybe Weathered Wood. But again, I'm just doing some very nice slight blending with my long brayer and then brushing off the excess onto this scratch sheet, which again I will use in the future. So now I have this background piece. This is the new Groovy Flower Solid, and I'm just going to pull around that. Now I'm kind of winging it here because I know I'm not going to be able to line it up entirely, but I thought it would be cool to basically do a pull with the full solid and then put the next one down, the Groovy Flowers, which is the original one, try and put it in a similar spot and see if I could get it to line up. Now I knew it wasn't going to line up perfectly, but I thought it would still be fun to try and get those little inner portions of the outline stencil and see what kind of pull I can get. So that's the beauty of this. You never really know what you're going to get. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to look a little bit maybe distressed or grungy, and that's the fun of it. So here I'm just pulling up that final pull with the Groovy Flowers, and now I have multiple options here. So here I have all this extra ink left over on the brayer. Instead of putting it on there, I decided to put it back down on to the gel press and then add it to this sheet this way, just to kind of lay down that blend of color. So I'm really just playing. I'm not super proficient with the gel press. I don't know if you know my friend Al Haikila, but she does Monoprint Monday, where she does pretty much every Monday. She busts out her gel press with all sorts of different tools and mediums, and she's just an absolute whiz with this thing. So if I remember, I'll try and link her below. But here I have Curvy Path, and again, I was using the scratch sheet to pull up the dots in between the openings, and now I removed the stencil, and now I'm getting the cool reverse of that stencil. So really cool options, fun ways to play with your stencils and get all sorts of different looks. Now here, I don't want to waste this ink, so I'm just going to create a really cool kind of modeled background with all this extra ink. So I have this panel to go as well. Now I'm going to come at it again with some seedless preserve. I'm kind of coming about halfway down, and then I have the new scorched timber, and I'm just going to blend those two colors together. I don't remember what I was doing here. Oh yeah, okay, I got the groovy flowers, and then I'm debating here. See, I don't remember what I did. It's just as exciting for me because I don't remember. Okay, so I did just the groovy flowers on that one with a nice brown and seedless preserve. Remove the stencil and pull this up. We'll see what we get. So lots of fun ways, lots of fun variations here. I'm going to show you all of my panels here so you can see I could easily get 2 cards out of each of these. So they might be slightly smaller than A2. I would probably use them with my like nested stitch die cut edges and things like that, but loads of card panels here. So if you're a batch and Betty and you want to have a bunch of stuff on hand ready to go, you might want to bust out that gel plate. Now you can do this with your other inks. It doesn't have to be Distress Oxides. You could absolutely do this with you know, regular like Catherine Pooler inks. So basically I'm showing you what I use to pull these 2 cards together. I recently got this from scrapbook.com. It's a really cool die set from Tim Holtz, and as you can see, it cuts into the panel. So I was able to use the positive and negative on 2 of these panels. Now here I'm showing you some of the amazing blingage from the shop at A Colorful Life Designs, and you can use my coupon AmyFan10 on top of these, but I'm just picking out what color. Like I said, there's 12 new colors in the shop, but there's loads of other ones, so be sure to check that out. And I have this awesome container that I found on Amazon that holds them perfectly, so I will link that as well below with all the other products. So I'm just kind of shopping through and figuring out which one looks best. I have the satin white, and then I have the white out mix, I believe is what it's called, and I do end up going with those for the cards. And then for that torn paper or deckled edge, I did actually use a nested die from what is it, Craft Stash in the UK, and that's what gave it that cool look. So these dies would make amazing shakers. You can see they cut into the panel, so you could easily put some acetate on that, put some blingage behind it, and make a really cool shaker card. So I'm just going to put this down in odd numbers with my jewel picker tool and some liquid glue, and that's basically going to finish the design. So if you just want to have a play, maybe you aren't feeling super inspired, get out your gel press and some stencils and have a go, because this was really super fun. I have all these other panels to make future cards, and be sure to check out the rest of the March release at A Colorful Life Designs. There's so many amazing stencils this month. I've had an absolute blast, and I will link my playlist for all of my March projects as well in the video description box. So thank you so much for spending time with me. I'll catch you next time. Bye.